given your history here, coming up through this team?
Yeah, it's always special. Especially just being San Diego. But this ballpark especially. Obviously, it's the organization that drafted me. I came up with and made my debut and spent 95% of my career out on this field. So yeah, it's always special to be back here and a little bit of a different vibe than when I was here. But exciting to be back nonetheless.
Did anything about the time when you were here as a Padre kind of prepare you for what you're going through with the White Sox and that's the stage of the organization that you're in right now?
I don't think there's direct parallels in the organization, but certainly as I experienced my time here with the Padres, and even going back to Princeton, just having that underdog mindset is something that I identify with, and that has been the case most of my professional career. And that's the situation we're in now, right? Where most of the days on paper we're the underdog, and obviously these guys are getting some great results and changing that. But we are still the underdogs, and that's something that I'm comfortable with and like being in that role.
What's the different vibe?
Here?
Yeah.
That they sell out all the time, and they have a $200-some million payroll and win a bunch of games. Not quite what we had going on in my time here.
Kind of an empty ballpark now.
It was a little more sparse, yes.
You got your tours at the end of major, or beginning of major colors with Padres. Was you surprised by just how much changed in the last years?
I'm not that surprised. I mean, obviously, like that first year he came in and he changed the whole roster, and I felt really lucky to stay and be part of that year in 2015, and then obviously got traded. But the thing with AJ is that he's going to make changes for the better. Even that year when I was there, if there was something that we needed in the clubhouse and we went to him and said, hey, there's a better way we can go about this, he made it happen. So, his ability to be proactive and make changes is part of who he is, and it's no surprise that he's changed this place like he has.
You've been about some great managers. Where'd you pick up now?
Buddy's just the best. I mean, just building relationships, just the even-keeled temperament, just a guy who's extremely consistent every day. Just learned a ton from Buddy, not just as a manager, but just as a baseball person to survive in this league and to be at your best, as a leader, as a teammate. He was a great example of that.
Did you have an off day here yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Do anything?
I mean, walked around, got some sun by the pool, Sushi Oda with Chris Denorfia and Tim Stauffer. And Dino's on our staff too, by the way. But just laid low.